obviously a really, really tough loss, you know, and so our team has a choice to make. We have a pity party. We can turn all of this and our energy and focus on the Murray, which is what needs to happen. You know, at the end of the day, non-conference doesn't have an effect on the OVC. If you're 4-0, you're still got to win your OVC game. So that's my message, and that's going to be our focus this week.
What was the difference between winning and losing today?
We didn't play well enough to make it more than a one possession game. Came to one possession, and they executed better than us.
I know coming into this game you were concerned about their triple option offense. You know, what was the game plan coming? What did you work on this week that, you know, you wanted to?
Well, I mean, believe it or not, we worked our butts off, and we didn't do a good enough job. You know, we prepared, and the problem with this is you do this, they do that. They know how to adjust their triple option more than we know how to adjust our triple offense defense, because we don't have that system. And so, you know, they did a good job. We didn't get any takeaways. We turned it over once and got it to a tight ball game, and that was the difference.
Is that, I know they ended up not passing much, but there were a few more toward those last, especially late in the third quarter. Is that is that something you're talking as far as?
Exactly. I mean, the game before, they didn't throw hardly any, and they, you know, did some things. And, hats off to their coaching staff because they made those adjustments, and the quarterback played really, really good.
So I've been harping on this. I'm going to harp on it again. I don't think it's going to surprise you to know I'm going to ask about Coleman Crawford getting 2 touches today. Are you okay with that?
Well, I just want to win football games, and you know, the last time I checked, we're not playing for Paul. We're playing to win, and so it got tight. We were running the ball really well, and then all of a sudden we got some behind the chains, and then we went back to throw it, and they were covering. And but we're going to distribute the ball. Lots of guys caught the ball. This isn't the Paul McRoberts offense.
Dante obviously making his first start. How would you kind of evaluate him today?
I think he had the one bad interception right before half, so obviously, you know, that's something he's got to take out of his game. He had a couple misreads in the run game, but I thought he played a really solid game, and I think he's going to be a really, really good football player here.
What happened with Tay, and do you have an initial anything on him?
Hurt his shoulder. They took him and looking at it. I thought that was something that you know, we got to be able to do is distribute the run game a little more out that we lost. And he came in and did a good job. We missed the block, and you know, that was unfortunate at the end.
So assuming Tay's healthy, we should go see more of him.
Yeah, you know, he's done a lot of good things. He had a really big. He was a starting quarterback for a really big win. So I don't think his snaps should go from 80 to 0. We're trying to see what that looks like each and every week.
We've been talking about all that matters is the OVC. We're just trying to get ready for the OVC. So now here we are. It's the OVC. Are you ready for the OVC? I mean, what, you know, have you accomplished what you needed to in the non-conference?
You know, I think the biggest thing is we got our depth chart set. You know, we lost 2 good players, but other than that, we've stayed healthy. You know, I think our secondary is getting better and ready for the OVC. I think Dante's really his first game, and you make your biggest improvement from the first game to your second game. And so, you know, I feel like he will even improve even more this next game.
Obviously, their offense, you know, they were really grinding it out, taking some time off the clock, had that kind of effect the rhythm of this game. And
yeah, that's what they did. They got it into a one possession game. We threw a pick, they score, and it was like tennis. You know, they up one series, got ahead of it, and then that was, well, it's frustrating because the athleticism and all those things don't matter against that offense. I mean, there's a reason Navy beats Notre Dame, there's a reason Georgia Tech beats who they beat, just because, you know, it's just a methodical deal where they're never behind the chains. I mean, it's always third and medium to short.